Thank you very much, guys. You didn't even get to San Diego State. What happened? We'll see what happens with San Diego State.
That's coming up later tonight.
That's coming. Yeah, exactly. Yes. We'll see if they can advance. Hey, more with Leon Symanski. Now, Leon, thank you very much for being here. Let's talk about some of those old Rebel teams and just some thoughts and memories because, boy, this city was on fire when you guys were good back in the mid-'80s.
Oh, it was amazing. You can't even describe it. Words don't describe how much fun it was, but indeed how hard we had to work. The coaching staff had us really prepared. It was like being in the military, the type of preparation we had, but it paid off because we were very successful.
Here you go, senior night. We got to show this here, and this is one of the great nights in Rebel history. 6 seniors on that team. You were one of the 6. There's mom and dad there. Give them a big hug, and it was just a remarkable night. What was you look back on this video, what's your emotions?
You know, I'll get teary-eyed just watching that. You know, I really miss my father, and my mother is watching right now, who's 93 years old. Hi, Mom. But it was senior night was pretty special, especially having 6 seniors.
Tark put 6 of you on the court too to start the game and got a technical foul. Something he doesn't like doing. That's out of the norm, but he did it, and sort of as a compliment to you guys.
Out of respect, yeah. And I told him, you don't have to do that, Coach. You don't need the technical. But he said, yeah, you've earned the right. Let's get all 6 of you out there, start the game, get the tech.
And you still beat San Jose State by 40 or whatever, or whoever you played. I don't know. Could have been anybody. Could have been Fuller instead. Okay.
Leon, let me ask you. You mentioned how tough it was before practice, after games, and how relentless the practices were, and just being part of this Rebel team. Would it work today, you think, with today's athletes?
That's a good question. Today's athletes and today's dynamics of college basketball are completely different than it was in the mid-'80s. So I don't know if you'd have that same hard-nosed type of approach to preparation, whether that be successful or not. I think it takes a special coach who's been there for a long time and special players who understand that's what you signed up for.
You guys had very few, if any, letdowns. Okay, I'm going to think to where you lose to a team that you should have beaten. That just didn't seem to happen under Tark and Gerg. You had Ralph Reedout, the military guy, on that team. I mean, you guys went 37-2. You had the loss at Oklahoma on the road against Billy Tubbs and the three-point. People will remember the three-point shot, Gary Graham, whether it was a 3 and they counted it as a 2. But anyway, back on that. And then, of course, the loss to Indiana in the Final Four. But it seemed like you guys had no letdowns. How does that happen as a coach?
I tell you what, it was just an amazing run, and Coach Tark would tell us that at any given day and at any given game, you're going to get beat, and you're going to get beat bad, and you're going to be embarrassed unless you practice harder than any other team in the country.
So he scared you against San Jose State.
Oh, yeah.
He wanted you to think San Jose State was was an MVP team of college athletes that were superstars, and they were going to beat you if you didn't play 100%. Okay.
I can hear his voice now, just talking to us after practice. You're going to get beat. You're going to get beat, so you better work harder than they are.
Okay.
Leon, we ask a lot of athletes this. What was it like playing for Tark? What was Tark like? The coach, Tark the man, Tark the celebrity in Vegas?
He's a fascinating man, and I can't thank Coach Tarkanian and the Tarkanian family enough for giving me the opportunity to be here and have the experience that I had as a student athlete. He was extremely tough, but extremely smart. He was all about loyalty. He wanted you to give everything that you had 100% or 110% every day. And if you did that, you were on his good side. And that's really what we did. Everybody wanted to make Coach Tarkanian, UNLV, and the city of Las Vegas successful.
You had a lot of guys who stayed in town. We had Eldridge Hudson on yesterday. He's teaching here in town as an educator. You made a career here in town after Rebel basketball. You wanted to stay in Las Vegas, now a very successful attorney. Tell us a little bit about how that transition to where you're at now.
Yeah, I've always loved the academic side of it, and so after I got my undergraduate degree in business administration in 1987, I enrolled in a graduate program, got my master's degree in public administration, and then I was in the very first class of the William S. Boyd School of Law.
Oh, not just the first class.
Charter class. We were at Paradise Elementary School while the law school was being built on campus. So it was an amazing experience. One of the hardest things I've ever had to do, but obviously one of the most rewarding parts of my life.
And now with Craig Kinney and Associates.
Craig Kinney and Associates, the best law firm in Las Vegas. I've been there a little over 26 years.
Beautiful building and basketball court there downtown.
Yes,
I do love that.
Leon, let me ask you about the city. You've been here for a while now. You've seen a lot of changes. Now we are the sports and entertainment capital of the world. Just your thoughts on how this city has blossomed as a sports city.
Well, one of the most amazing things and the luckiest things for me is I've been a Raider fan since I was about 12 years old, and we'd go to games in Oakland at least 2 or 3 times every season for the past 25 years before they came to Vegas. So to see the Knights win the Stanley Cup, to see the Raiders coming in and hosting a Super Bowl in our city, to have the Aces be champions, it's just absolutely incredible to see the amazing professional sports that this city has to offer.
Who was your favorite Raider from the past, and who's your favorite Raider now on the team?
I love Howie Long. You know, I love that hard work, you know, grit, and same with Max Crosby. You know, the hardest working guy. He'll play every minute of every game and outworks everybody. So those are my 2 favorite players.
Can't outwork them.
You like the defensive guys.
I do. I was a defensive guy.
You were there for defense. I'm remembering a game back, and I've talked about it in the sports office a few times with people. The Utah State triple overtime game. Okay, you played in that one. You had to. You played in that one because so many guys had fouled out. 142 to 140 was the final score. UNLV won in triple overtime in Logan, Utah. What was going on the sidelines of that game, real quick?
Well, actually, you know, on October 15th, before that game, I had broken my foot in the Thomas and Mack, so I just came out of a cast, and that was actually my first game ever as a Runnin Rebel. And so, yeah, going into double overtime, we had guys who were fouling out, so Coach Tark gave me one of these, you know, I said, son, you're going to go in and play a 3-guard, and you're going to rebound and play great defense. Yeah, because all
6'8" guard. Okay.
Our guards had fouled out. So, and it was just an amazing win, you know, triple overtime as my first ever game on the court as a Rebel.
It was a great experience. I remember watching it on TV here and going, this is crazy. Got to get this game in. At some point in. But it just kept going and going.
And the fans in Logan weren't too happy.
No, I imagine. Okay, more with Leon Symanski coming up in a little bit. Susie Draney's going to join us here, our basketball insider, Liona Sports Wrap. We'll be right back.